Jump scare.
Let me tell you about this girl, maybe I shouldn't. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brian Sugar. See, we been making love constantly, that's why my eyes are a shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that
Good morning. It is currently 4:15 in the morning. And I figured I would do a little morning routine, getting ready here as a teacher in Dubai. I typically get up at 4 anyways. I love having a slow, quiet morning. On the days when I don't get up at 4 and I'm just like rushing to get to work and I don't take my time, I can really feel it. I feel like I'm more irritable. I'm less patient. I don't like that. So I love having a nice, slow, calm, easy morning. And it is currently the holy month of Ramadan here. Across the world, but in the UAE and in Muslim countries, because this is the same thing happened when I was in Kuwait and in Qatar. The hours of work shift to accommodate those who are celebrating. So in school, we start at 8 and then we finish at 1:30 versus starting at 7 and finishing at 4. So by default, even though I'm not a Muslim, I do benefit from that system because I am a teacher. So I'm taking advantage of this extra time and I'm gonna use it very wisely. So I typically, like I said, wake up at 4 anyways when I'm on my shit, when I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, because I like a slow morning. And then I try to leave around, if I get done early, 5:30, the latest 5:45. I've been pushing it lately and I wanna stop doing it. But now I have kind of an extra hour to do stuff. So I'm gonna take that time to do an hour walk in the morning and kind of really set myself up for success. So by the time I get back, I'll shower, eat. I might even have time to meditate. This is my first time, because Ramadan started last week. So this is my first go of seeing how this 4 a.m. routine works during school. Because on a regular day, I typically get up at 4. I don't usually walk, and if I do, it's only like 30 minutes. So we're trying this hour out, which I really like. So come along with me during this 4 a.m. routine. And I think the best thing is that I had a very successful, productive night last night. And your morning success depends on your evening success. And I can really feel it when I do what I'm supposed to do at night. The morning goes much smoother and much easier. So I can also do a video about how I set my night up when I'm, again, on my shit, because I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect person, but I do be trying. And yeah, that's all you can do. And you have the opportunity to start over every single day. So even if you mess up on Monday, maybe you can start again on Tuesday. If you mess up on Monday and Tuesday, you can start again on Wednesday. And who's gonna stop you? Exactly. So let me stop yapping and let's make this bed and take our walk. It is still hella dark outside, but it's fine. It's fine. It's very dark. Not a sun ray in sight. I had on that face mask all night. I typically don't do that. I usually do a face mask on Sunday, but I didn't do one on Sunday because, again, I went to bed hella late. So I did one last night. So I like that though. I like sleeping in a face mask. We might make that a thing more often. Anyways, let's make this bed, girl. Oh, face mask. So we are all done with our hour walk. We have showered and now I'm making me some tea. That tea is pomegranate tea, which I didn't even know would go so hard. It is so good. My friend said she got it from Turkey, like in that powdered form. So I need to be on the lookout for some more when that runs out because it's so good. And then I'm just gonna read for a little bit this book, Seed of the Soul by Gary Zukov. One of my favorites. This is actually my second read of it. So I'm just gonna read like 10 pages and then I'm going to go ahead and get ready for work. Already showered, I've done all my skincare. So now I'm not gonna put any makeup on today because I don't feel like it. So let's read, girl. The number one thing about having a successful morning is meal prepping, because who has time? Who has time? Really a successful life in general. And I've been meal prepping since I moved to Kuwait in 2014, and that's when I don't even know where I saw it, but that's where I first started doing it. And I've literally been doing it since then. Like, it's actually the best. So I have meal prep this week for breakfast, overnight oats. I use the oatmeal, Greek yogurt, and then this soy milk, or protein milk. Delicious, it's so good. I also use it for my coffee. And then I use blueberries, strawberries, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of honey, chia seeds, and flax seeds. So that is gonna be breakfast today. And I'm actually intermittent fasting right now. This was recommended by my doctor for some health things that were going on. And I also did this a little bit last year, and I noticed that it helped me get towards my weight goals. Now that I wasn't consistent and all that. So I know that it works for my body as far as what health-wise, what I need to do, and for my goals. So we are back doing that. So I ate dinner like right before 6, and then I'll break the fast at 10. So it works for me, it works for my body, I feel good. So that's what we're doing. So I'll have this around 10. And I've been making my iced coffee with this right here. Oh, Nescafe. Girl, you ate with that. You ate. It's just a little bit of espresso concentrate, and then I pour it over this with some ice and a little bit of stevia. It is bombdiggity.com. So that's what I'm gonna do, is make my coffee. Breakfast is already done, and then I'm gonna get ready. And then for my lunch, I prepped, and here is chicken thighs and green beans. So I'm gonna try to see if I have time, because the break schedule is so weird. And because most of the kids are fasting, if you have lunch duty, if you have snack duty that time, the schedule is just weird. So I need to finesse how I'm gonna eat this. I might just have to do it when the kids, at the end of the day before I go home, go ahead and warm this up and eat it before I come home and go to the gym. So yeah, so we have our breakfast, we have our lunch, and then we have our protein coffee. And in there I put collagen for my hair. I have a friend who has the most gorgeous hair, and like I told you, I'm on my hair journey. So I make sure I put the collagen in there, and the steviana, the sweet, the sugar. So I'm gonna finish up this tea and see. So now I didn't really have to do much but make my iced coffee this morning, and we're ready to go. We are ready to go to work this morning. So I'm gonna lotion this body up because we're never gonna be ashy. You wanna be smooth skin, smelling good. And I'm just gonna pick my hair out a little bit more. Maybe I'll clip it today, and then we're on the way. Putting out my clothes for the week. Now I have been slacking on doing this a little bit, but even if you just take your clothes out the night before, like highly recommend. But now I have my clothes out for the rest of the week. Again, it's called, what is it called? Decision fatigue. When you have to make too many choices in the morning, we don't want to do that. You want to have a smooth, easy, focused morning, and doing the simple things, it starts to add up, right? Like, so because I have my clothes picked out, I don't have to think about that. Because I made my breakfast and my lunch, I don't have to think about that, right? It's already built in. The systems that you set up are gonna help you be successful. And I need to remind myself of that constantly, because I know that I thrive when I have my structures and systems in place, and I can feel it when I don't. So even something as simple as putting the clothes out makes a huge difference for me, because I can just go. I don't have to think. I'm not, okay, what is it? No, make a plan and stick to the plan. So today we are gonna wear the yellow and the stripes. Does anybody else still struggle swallowing pills? So childish. All right, so we are off. One more little final fit check.